Okay, so please remember to follow the reading with me. It says on August 23rd in the year 79 CE, the city of Pompeii was as busy as usual. People were trading goods, working on their homes, taking luxury vacations, and spending time with friends and family. Pompeii was located in western Italy, in a region called Campania, near the Bay of Naples. This region was very fertile, so it produced up to 6 times more food than any other region in Italy. Because of the area's natural resources, many people went to Pompeii to trade food and goods. As business grew, the quality of life improved in the city. Wealthy, which means people with money, wealthy Romans saw Pompeii as a fine, luxurious vacation area. Soon, the city became host to some of the most powerful people in the world. Pompeii was an international city with a population of 20,000 people, half of them children. The average Pompeian woman was 4.5 feet tall and lived to about the age of 39. Wow, so en promedio la mujer de Pompeya era 4.5 pies de alta y vivía 39 años. So eso es muy poco. And the average man was a few inches taller and could expect to live to the age of 41. Wow, y los hombres no eran muy diferentes. Los hombres eran tal vez unas pulgadas más altos o tal vez llegaban a los 5 pies, eran bien bajitos. Y llegaban a la edad de 41, podrían llegar a la edad de 41. Imagínense, qué joven. Many of the city's residents had large homes with elegant gardens and beautiful decorations. The houses had modern pumps that provided running water and a special heating system to keep the rooms warm. The city of Pompeii was built very close to Mount Vesuvius. Roman writers described Vesuvius as a quiet mountain covered with gardens and vineyards, except for its top, which was rocky. They were not aware that the mountain had once been a very active volcano. Because Mount Vesuvius had remained dormant for as long as the humans could remember, people living near the mountain did not realize there was any potential for danger. So, la ciudad de Pompeya estaba construida cerca del Monte Vesubio. El Monte Vesubio, la gente en ese tiempo no sabía, era muy bonito, ¿verdad? Dice ahí que estaba cubierto de viñedos, de jardines, pero en el tope era rocoso. Entonces, la gente no estaba al tanto de que en el pasado esta montaña había sido un volcán. Y entonces como estaba dormido por mucho tiempo, la gente pues ya no se acordaba de que era un volcán inactivo y pues había potencial de que estallara nuevamente, so de peligro. Let's continue. The first warning came on February 6, 62 CE. That day, a loud roar was heard all over town, but nobody could tell what it was or where it had come from. Soon the earth began. So there was an earthquake, right? And the buildings began to fall down. The town's water reservoir also broke, causing floods to cover parts of the city. Though that first earthquake was destructive, it did not last long. An hour later, another earthquake shook the ground. More quakes continued to shake the city that day, causing great damage to Pompeii. So, el primer warning vino en febrero 6, cuando hubo un terremoto. Entonces, el terremoto hizo mucho daño. Claro, después de ese grande hubo varios, las réplicas, lo que se llaman réplicas. Dice que no fue tan destructivo como no duró tanto. Fue destructivo, pero no duró mucho. Entonces se cayó la reserva. Let's continue reading. After the earthquakes, the people of Pompeii decided to rebuild the city. For the next 17 years, they worked hard to repair the damage. They fixed damaged houses, repaired the water reservoirs, and reopened their businesses. Soon life in the city of Pompeii was back to normal. Business was growing again with the help of traders and rich vacationers who were building new houses in the area. So, eso no los detuvo. Ellos dijeron, vino este terremoto, pero nos vamos a levantar. Y volvieron y arreglaron la ciudad y construyeron. Y pasaron 17 años, trabajaron fuerte, arreglaron, ¿verdad? Y reconstruyeron. Pero ahí no termina la historia. Next page says by the year 79, the area surrounding Mount Vesuvius was filled with villages, towns, and other small cities like Pompeii. In August of that year, small tremors began, really paid attention to them. At the same time, springs and water wells dried up. On August 20th, the earth began to crack and large waves began to form at sea. 4 days, small earthquakes shook the city of Pompeii. The town residents, however, did not recognize the quakes as warning. Alrededor de la montaña del Monte Vesubio había muchas villas, muchos pueblos, ciudades pequeñas, como que no los vio como, pues, como nada malo, pues se movió la tierra y ya. Dice que en agosto 20 se empezaron a formar cracks, como aperturas. La ciudad de Pompeya se movió, pero igual la gente normal como si nada, hasta que en agosto 24 el Monte Vesubio, el volcán, erupcionó. Dice the ground called Pliny the Younger saw the eruption from a villa on the other side of the bay. He sent 2 letters to a friend describing the event. In his letters, Pliny wrote about a huge cloud that appeared above Mount Vesuvius. According to his description, the cloud looked like a tall pine tree with white branches. Pliny also mentioned that the cloud was filled with mud and burning rocks. He wrote in one letter that he could not give a more exact description of the volcano's appearance than by comparing it to a pine tree, for it shot up to great height in the form of a tall trunk, which spread out at the top as though into branches. There was so much ash in the sky that the sun was blocked out. Then the ash began to fall in very thick sheets and to cover all the surrounding villages. It was not until after midnight, however, that the first pyroclastic surge flowed into the city. During each pyroclastic surge, an avalanche of hot ash, mud, rock, and volcanic gas rushed down the side of the volcano as fast as 97 kilometers per hour or more. These surges meant certain death for the people of the region. In a few minutes, the surge swallowed nearby farms, vineyards, and villages, including the city of Pompeii. So, en cuestión de minutos, la ciudad estaba bajo lava. Eso es lo que es la ciudad, la parte de la ciudad de Pompeya. Lamentablemente, dice, the people of the towns and villas around Mount Vesuvius were surprised by the eruption. Some residents of Pompeii